Okay, welcome to another episode of Big Bang Crypto. On this channel we are on a mission. We want to try to become time travelers, like in the movie Back to the Future. So I've been trying to build my own Delorean and let's see if it works. So I want to share two scenarios with you in this video, and I think one of these scenarios will play out. This is the first scenario. You see the live 15-minute Bitcoin chart compared to Tether. And as you can see, Bitcoin could be forming an ascending triangle, which is a bullish pattern. And it is very likely that we will break out of this ascending triangle to the upside. Well, let's take a look. Right here you can see the entry point. This would mark the point A, and then we moved up, touched the upper resistance line, and this marks my point B. And now we've been coming down again to the resistance line, and as you can see, Bitcoin has been touching it and now is again moving to the upside. What I want to see right now is that volume comes in and Bitcoin starts moving up to this resistance line somewhere around $12,230 and break this resistance line, and then we could see a very strong movement to the upside. And if we want to know which price we could reach, well, we take the height of this triangle, put it to a point of breakout, and this could eventually bring us back to $13,800. So this is what I'm looking at. This is my number one scenario, and I'm also using the MACD to see if there is something happening. So is there a potential breakout? And if you don't know how the MACD works, well, when we have a bigger distance to this zero line right here, then there is a higher a buy signal. And when these two lines cross, so when the blue line gets over this orange line, then we could eventually see a buying potential, and the price could be moving to the upside like we are seeing right here in this last minutes. Now comes the second scenario, and this is my Delorean, I would say. Looks very nice. So what you can see is, in my previous video I've been talking about the channel that could be forming right now. At this point we've been breaking out of this channel, and I thought maybe we could move up again from this point, but as you can see, we've been coming down to this channel, and we are now finding support at the $11,500 zone, which is a very important support level, because as you can see, when we go back in time, right here it has been resistance, support, support, and resistance, support, 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 support. So this is a very major line for us to keep an eye on. And I think when we break it to the downside, then it is very likely that we will stay in this channel. Now, here you can see my time box. All right. So this means the only things that can happen from now on will be in this time box, because this movement to the left side would bring us back in time, and that is impossible. So what could happen? Well, the first way of movement could be a very fast falling, and I think that is more unlikely, although this has been a very strong resistance line, and when we break it to the downside, we could be falling very fast, because in this zone we don't have much of support and resistance. So we have to take a look at it, and so we will get very close to the $10,000 level. And what I think is likely that we will fight a little bit around here, and at some point we will break very fast to the downside and find support at the $10,000 level. And when we break below the $10,000 level, we could see a very fast drop inside this box. And I've been talking about the red box in my previous video, telling you that I think it is very likely that we could be falling down somewhere between $8,000 to $9,000, because this is the zone where we would make a higher low in this bullish trend that we've been seeing in the past days and weeks. And when we make a higher low, this would let the bullish trend move forward. So this is very important, and I think we are in a bull market now, and if we would make a lower low, this could be a change of the trend, and we could go back into the bear market. And because there are a lot of indicators showing us that we are in a bull market, I've been talking a lot about in my previous videos, I think that we could be falling down inside of this red box, and when we fall inside of it, then we will see a movement to the right side, breaking this main trend line. And from the point where we break this main trend line, I think that the probability is very high that we will see some kind of consolidation, and at some point we will see a very fast breakout to the upside. And this means I will also take a very close look at this main trend line, because I think when we break it and find confirmation, then there will be a movement to the upside again, or a continuation. If we should break this channel line, then this could bring us to a very fast downside movement. So I will also be looking or watching this line, because it's also very important, and as you can see, Bitcoin is respecting this line. So, well, that's it for today's video, guys. We will watch these scenarios. I will keep you updated when I see there is something important to share. And now you know my strategy. I'm watching both scenarios, and if the first scenario will play out, then I think this will happen in the near future, because as you can see from this point, from the point that we are right now to the end of this would take over 1 day, but there is a high probability that we will break this resistance line much earlier, and we could see something happen in the next 10 hours to 15 hours if the first scenario is the correct one. But if we should break out of this resistance line, support line right here of this triangle, then I think the first scenario is getting more unlikely, and scenario number 2 could be the one that plays out. So thank you very much. Please subscribe, give it a thumbs up so that this channel can grow, and I hope you like the content. Please write in the comments what I can do better next time. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a nice day.